guys, so if you've been to a drugstore recently, whether that's CVS, Walgreens, or Harmons, you probably noticed that there are a lot of new makeup collections for spring 2014 being released by some of my favorite brands like Wet n Wild, Revlon, Rimmel, L'Oreal, and Maybelline. So I wanted to do a whole video about the new items at the drugstore because in my free time I like to hit up my local drugstores and see all the new items, swatch it, buy it, and then try it, and then eventually film a haul for you guys and also give my thoughts and opinions about each item. So that's what I'm going to be doing in this video. I have some new drugstore products that I have been using for a couple weeks now. So I'm going to show you all the items that I have in this bin and then give a little review on each item. So without further ado, let's get this video started. For spring 2014, the brand Rimmel has released some more face items in their Stay Matte line. So I have the Stay Matte Primer. This claims to be a skin perfecting primer that can be worn alone, under makeup, or on top to create a perfect matte complexion. It controls shine for up to 8 hours. It is lightweight and it minimizes the appearance of pores. So I got this around $4. Prices vary at different drugstores, and I don't have too many face primers in my collection. I just never use primers, like foundation primers, because I feel like they just don't work or they don't make a difference, but I wanted to try this out and I noticed that it is very thick. Like the formula has a thick consistency and you have to use a lot to cover your whole face. Since the formula is very thick, I feel like it's very sticky. I really didn't notice a difference. If you want like a cheaper drugstore primer, you can definitely try this out, but it's not something that I use every single day. Next up is the Rimmel Stay Matte Liquid Mousse Foundation, and I mentioned this in my December favorites because I love this foundation so much. I am wearing it on my face right now and I have been using it ever since. And this foundation claims to be a feather light liquid mousse, blends flawlessly for natural looking all day shine control. Silky smooth formula leaves a perfectly matte baby soft finish, and it's a lightweight texture and it won't feel heavy or greasy. So what a claim. That definitely drew me in. I love a mousse formula foundation. I also like a matte finish for foundation. It has like a medium to full coverage. It just feels so nice on my skin. It feels so smooth and hydrating, and the best way to apply this foundation is just using your fingers. That's how I apply it because it blends so nicely. It just has great staying power. Highly, highly, highly recommend this foundation. Then I have a pressed powder that is new to the drugstore, and pressed powder is very important to my foundation routine because I use pressed powder to set my foundation. So this is the L'Oreal True Match Gentle Mineral Powder, and this was kind of pricey. I don't remember the exact price. I remember buying this at CVS and I believe it was around like $13, $14. I could be wrong, but I just remember it was kind of pricey for a drugstore pressed powder. I know L'Oreal has a whole True Match line, but this is the only product that I have from that line, and I just feel like this powder is nothing special. I am wearing it on my face today. I used it to set my Rimmel foundation, and I feel like it does have a good staying power. It does control shine. I feel like there are so many other pressed powders out there in the drugstore that are a little bit cheaper. Maybelline has released some new blushes, and these are the Maybelline by Face Studio Master Highlight Highlighting Blushes, and these claim to be a multi-tone blush palette that highlights skin and softly contours cheeks for an instantly defined glow. And I was super interested in these products because I don't have a lot of blushes in my collection, and I always seem to forget to apply like blush, bronzer, and highlighter. So I really like the idea of this item because it has everything in one product. I have two colors. I have mauve and coral, and I have been using mauve a lot because it has a nice amount of like rosy colors and then like a bronze color and then like a champagne color to act as a highlighter, and these are just so easy to apply and to blend. They give my cheeks a nice wash of color without being too dramatic. Highly recommend these. I have been enjoying incorporating these into my makeup routine. Now moving on to some new eye products. I also mentioned these in my December favorites. These are the Rimmel Scandal Eyes eyeshadow paints, and these are cream eyeshadows. I love the packaging. It's a tube and then it has a sponge tip applicator, and holy moly, these are so pigmented and creamy, and they are just incredible. They are long lasting, they don't smudge, they don't budge. The only thing is when you do apply these to your eyes, you have to blend them out quickly because once they set, they're not going anywhere. And I like to apply these to my eyes with the sponge tip applicator and then just take my finger or even like a concealer or like denser brush and then just blend it. You can wear these just alone as an eyeshadow or you can use them as eyeshadow bases. The two colors that I picked up are like the most wearable, well at least to me, and that is Chestnut Taupe and then Rich Russet. They do have some darker shades and then like lighter shades, but I found that like the lighter shades were not as pigmented, so I stuck with these two colors. I love them. So if you are a cream eyeshadow fan like me, you gotta pick these up. Then I saw a new display of Wet n Wild products and I went nuts. I love Wet n Wild, especially their eyeshadows, so I was super excited that they released like a new line of these 5-pan eyeshadow palettes, and I have the color the Naked Truth. So these palettes are around like $3.99 and you get 5 eyeshadow shades and they are all marked with like suggestions, but you don't have to follow. You have like a base color which is like a matte vanilla. Your brow bone color is like a light champagne shimmery shade. Your eyelid color is like a light taupe. Then the crease is a sparkly copper brown color, and then your definer is like a deep matte chocolate color. After using this palette a couple times now, I noticed that the colors are not super pigmented like the other trios that Wet n Wild has released. These colors almost feel very dry and chalky, but I still like to use this. I'm just kind of disappointed. I wanted them to be more pigmented and creamy. Next up, I have a Almay eyeshadow, and I was so excited to see that Almay released like all of these eyeshadows. These are the Almay Shadow Softies, and I was like, what the heck is a shadow softie? They are like kind of like squishy, spongy like, so I thought that was very cool, and they had a huge selection of shades in their collection, but I'm more into the neutral eyeshadow, so I picked up this color, and this is called Creme Brulee, and it is very shimmery. So this is a very good highlighter shade for your brow bone or inner corners, or if you are looking for like a very simple and natural no makeup eyeshadow look. So I noticed that the texture is very soft and you need to apply a couple layers for the colors to show. And I feel like the best way to apply these shadow softies is with your finger rather than a brush. So I feel like these colors, because they're not so pigmented, are great for those who are looking for like a no makeup look. I like this color and I like the whole idea of the shadow softies, but I probably won't buy any more colors in the collection. So now moving on to the lips, I want to talk about the new Revlon Color Burst lip balms that I am obsessed with. So I have the Revlon Color Burst Matte Balm in the color Audacious, and that's what I'm wearing on my lips right now, and I am freaking in love with this color, and I'm just in love with the Revlon Color Burst lip balms in general. So when I saw that they released matte ones and then more shiny ones, I wanted to buy them all. So I really like the matte finish. I love matte finish lip products. They're just so creamy and moisturizing and have such a great color payoff. And if you aren't into this color, which is like a matte coral orange color, there are 9 other shades that are all different colors, and I know that you guys will love these. Also the Lacquer Balm, and I have the color Vivacious. And again, these Lacquer Balms have 9 other shades, and these are more shiny and glossy, and some even have sparkle to it. So if you're into that look, highly recommend these. And I love to wear the Lacquer Balms for more of like a natural look. It's just so easy to apply, so I just throw this in like my coat pocket, my school bag, or even my purse, and I just touch it up throughout the day for just like a nice wash of color. So I'm not sure if you can tell, but I am totally obsessed with these new Revlon Color Burst lip balms. Not sure why I only have 2 colors, but that is gonna change probably today when I go back to the drugstore and pick up some more colors. Then I have a new L'Oreal Colored Rich Liquid Lipstick. So this is like a lipstick and lip gloss combined, and I feel like these new lipsticks or lip glosses are very similar to the Color Caress Wet Stain lip glosses, lipsticks that L'Oreal released, I believe, last year. So this new lip product is not sticky, but it's very glossy and it doesn't dry very fast. So you have to like wait around for like a couple minutes for like the lip product to dry on your lips. Because it is a like liquid lipstick, it does last throughout the day, and there are so many colors in this collection. Like I stood by the display for a good like half an hour just looking at all the colors, but I chose this color 106 Fuchsia Orchestra, and it's a bright pink color, and I wanted to get a bright pink lip color because I'm so sick of the winter and like the dark colors. I wanna break out the bright spring colors because I am so ready for spring. So I do recommend these if you are interested in that like very glossy look and the whole idea of like a liquid lipstick. I am out of breath. I like worked up a sweat. This video took a lot out of me, so hopefully you guys did enjoy this haul and review on some new items at the drugstore, and maybe you got some ideas next time you go to the drugstore. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any video requests, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Bye!